Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing some Dwarf Fortress adventure mode. Would have done this as on the launch day, but unfortunately I was busy doing Outlaws of Thunder Junction Draft. It's a new world. Large and frequent mineral occurrence. Everything else can be on the default. You know what? Let's go 250 years. I do have some mods that add new civilizations. Let's try those out. Hopefully they won't break anything since this is a beta. And I just clicked the wrong thing. Detailed mode, but let's not. Alright, so we've gotta wait for it to generate the world. Hopefully any issues with the mods will become apparent in world generation and not during gameplay afterwards. Alright, so far seems to be working fine. And got some forgotten bees, you know, that kind of thing. Yep, the way with the lizard man, so that should... I guess actually, no, that's a book. Like, technically Dwarf Fortress has lizard men by default, they're just under the category of animal people. People, I'm pretty sure. Like, at least I think you can have animal men that are lizards. But, you know, this is a dedicated lizard or people civilization, and which is a bit different. Maybe I should have gone for just 100 years. But, you know, now we're here now. I just gotta... I've just got another 70 in-game years to go. I think I saw a book that was called Reproduction Problems and Solutions. That could be an interesting book. It's just out there in the world somewhere. Of course, the question is it reproduction? Like what kind of reproduction are they talking about? Because, like, technically making, like, a replica of something is a reproduction. Maybe, reproduction problems and solutions could very well be something where, all the the teenage boys in the library are like, yeah, I'm gonna read a book of reproduction. It's just about, like, it's just a book designed for, like, museum curators. It's like, what is this? This isn't sex. At least, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I've been wrong about what sex is this entire time. Man, we've got halfling necromancer. You never know. Maybe we'll encounter a copy of Reproduction Problems and Solutions somewhere out in the world. So we're almost done with world generation. And just got 4 more. 3. E2. And there we go. Now, of course, it's got to save the world. It's got to act like it's gonna crash while doing so. A couple times, actually. Hopefully none of these are actual crashes. As that would be horrible. Yeah, I guess it registered my plan to be an adventurer. So we're setting out on the 15th of Granite to 250. So we've got the options of hero. For an adventure, there will be some initial and ongoing direction. Ordinary for the most freedom. All features are accessible, but then you'll receive no direction. Chosen sounds like it's gonna be really cool. For the most direction, you'll have a supernatural parent or patron who is always involved. Please be patient with some strangeness, unavailable menus, and other inconveniences. As we push toward the full release, missing features will come in, and have fun, and we're working on it. Let's just go hero normal difficulty. Yeah, why can't I be a... Why do I have an option to be a demon of Kunget Nungstet Hitso? Also, I could have accidentally locked myself out of being basic things like a dwarf. Okay. So we're just gonna have to start a new game, maybe because I accidentally exited out of the adventure mode menu entirely. Because apparently if you press escape, you go back. Fortunately, I went back one too many times. And now we've got to watch this happen again. You know what? Let's see. Civilizations, we've got... humans, dwarves, elves, orcs, goblins, lizardmen, and then halflings. So that's 7. Roll a d8. It's 6. And I'm already blanking on what order I should list those in. I'm just gonna make a chart real quick. Right, so I've got all the categories in alphabetical order. Right, 7. So that's a lizard man. Seems the lizardmen are primarily found up north. However, there are some down here, apparently. He as well. 9 civilization options. Let's randomize that as well. So we're from among all the nations of matching. It appears to be one of the main lizard civilizations. Or at the very least, it's one of the main civilizations that has lizards. Since apparently one of the options is a human hamlet. There's 9 options again, so let's... A human town. You're an armorer from Sound Praise, a human town. You've never strayed far from home. In fact, we can just click to randomize background. Be a lime maker, an animal caretaker, herbalist, siege operator, woodcrafter, herb miller, herb boyer, herb tanner, woodcrafter again. You're not sure cheesemaker. That'll be fine. There's effectively a total of 10 options for what kind of lizard we want to be. So, well, from here, got a 2, so... Oh, female chameleon. Named Ibpil Fountain Rains. So, yes. We start out as a talented cheesemaker. Question is, what skills are important both for adventuring and for cheesemaking, other than cheesemaker? Let me just pull up, like... a guide for attributes. Skills impacted by body attributes. Apparently, endurance is important for cheese making. So let's pump that up a little bit. Which... and that is also useful for adventuring because it determines how... and the rate at which you become exhausted and your pain tolerance. It's also useful to have good analytical ability for cheese making. Analytical ability being... not really specified what it does, other than it improves certain skills. Okay, so we have high endurance and high analytical abilities. Let's go for like a high, above average toughness as well. Since we're going to be an adventurer, we throw at least like novice skill at a random weapon. From like novice fighter, novice armor user, dodger, wrestler, striker, kicker, biter. Biter especially makes sense because I'm pretty sure we have sharp teeth. It also makes sense for us to, as a cheesemaker, to be decent at caring for and training animals and milking them. Still got 40 skill points that we can spend. So there's 17 skills per page. I think it doesn't. I don't think it makes much sense to have any of our skills are above novice for the, so that's not related to our profession. So maybe we're adequate at the stuff that's sort of secondary to our profession. You throw in just the basic ability to throw things. Sure. Or competent animal caretaker. Her scales are green, her eyes are black. A humanoid reptile resembling a chameleon. She personally has a great deal of respect for the law, values leisure time, and values a harmonious existence, and doesn't see cooperation as valuable somehow. Somehow, those skills are compatible. Well, somehow those two values are compatible. Like, not valuing cooperation, but valuing a harmonious existence. You know what, sure, let's... They have the moderate need to socialize, argue, make merry, and self-examination. So, defaulted to having a copper flail. Okay, yeah, it uses a mace skill, so that makes sense. What if we just spent a whole lot of our extra... Yeah, we're just gonna have some cheese because cheesemaker. Actually, maybe we just have one kind of cheese. It's like 10 of one kind of cheese. It said something about this. You might be able to get a mount. I imagine perhaps the mounts are the ones that... I think the mounts are the ones that cost 101. Seems like... Hmm. You know, let's... Rather than having goat cheese, we'll have cow cheese. We are ready to adventure. Finally got your equipment together, such as it is. Now it's time for action and adventure. In the rush of excitement, you've forgotten where you're going to go. Perhaps some of your friends here can remind you. Okay, so that's our cow. Oh, just kind of following us along. Does not seem like there's much of an option for... You've discovered a river. That's great, but I need to find the friends that I supposedly have. Okay, just walk up here. Maybe there will be people up here somewhere. Yeah, not seeing anyone so far. Supposedly we've got some guidance. typing in adventurer mode instead of ordinary mode. Still not seeing any sign of anyone. I think it said something about pits, so we have to go down. Still no sign of... You cannot travel until you leave this site. Looks like the place where we're supposed to be is northwards. I think we might have found something. Sounds like maybe some indentations in the earth. Whether that's the pits that we're looking for are hard to tell. Well, it certainly seems like it could be. Still, if you had to find much of anyone. Wow, I fell over. Yes, we're at some sort of structure. But it seems to be more or less uninhabited, so... Supposed to have people around that can tell us where we're supposed to be going. Because we're not stuck in that hole. Oh, that would make this whole situation even worse. They might just kind of be wandering. Wait, there's Spider-Man. We have signs of... Signs of, not being completely alone. Unfortunately, we can't, and just wait. Yeah, hoping that maybe if we the option to wait around, we could see if the Spider-Man comes back. Well, we've got more webs up here. Maybe this is where the Spider-Man lives. Still no signs of anyone other than the presumed... this presumed Spider-Man. Oh, we've got doors. Got doors that can lead us into a structure. Some variety. Unfortunately, there does not appear to be anyone here. So I guess we must be either out or dead. So I guess we look elsewhere. Maybe if we go south long enough, we can leave the site and start traveling. Okay, we've got another one of these things. It's once again looks a bit completely empty. Well, there are doors here. Oh, here's something that's on the surface. And there's stairs. Maybe this is where everyone's been hanging out this entire time. So far, it looks like there's just a bunch of little rooms with absolutely nothing in them. Is it something different? Seems like it's just a whole lot of empty rooms. I think I may have seen something just now. I meant that to be kind of just like calling out to see if anyone's around, not specifically talking to my cow. But, you know. Sure, it seems like there's kind of absolutely no one. Yep, and this is yet more empty rooms. Another layer filled with empty rooms. Guess we're just back to the plan of leave. It's another one of these things. It's most likely going to be completely empty other than a few rooms. And so this has been a real productive hour. Also, it doesn't help that I keep accidentally climbing into trees. Okay, I've discovered another river. Really, or possibly just another part of the same river. And I was briefly swept into the river. I think we might be getting out of here. Fortunately, I think we are abandoning our cow in the process. Oh, we finally gained the ability to actually travel. And we reunited with our cow house somewhere along the way. Many large roaches have been disturbed. So large roaches aren't a problem. Because I'm given no option to, like, attack them or anything. I am never becoming thirsty and hungry. Fortunately, I have cheese. Cheese for the hungry part, at least. Cheese, now we just need water, which is right over here. At least I hope I can drink from this. Oh, I've got a water skin. No, not... Don't lick the donkey leather water skin. Drink from it. That's because water is considered to be a separate item that is contained in the water skin. So we are in another site that's probably got absolutely nothing. I think our best bet is going to be to find a different kind of site, because these may be like bugged or something. Continue southward, I should be able to just leave. It's like this, just like a sheer drop here. There's no slopes, no downwards towards it. Because it's the river again. And just keep heading away from the site. So that I can go back to traveling. Oh! People! Unfortunately, they're unfriendly people, so... I can strike this plump helmet man with cow cheese. Seems like there's a whole group of people. Skinny elf maceman strikes you with the... Takes you in the left hand with the pommel of her silver morning star, bruising the muscle. The force twist is the left wrist, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been bruised and a tendon has been bruised. You lose hold of the copper fail. Is this an attack? I feel queasy. The plump helmet man inserts and stabs you in the lower body with his silver... her two-handed sword, tearing the muscle through the ostrich leather skirt. You're at the skinny elf mace man and attacks you, but you jump away. Skinny elf mace man and bashes you in the right upper leg with her silver morning star, tearing the muscle through the ostrich leather skirt. The silver morning star has lodged firmly in the wound. You have become enraged. He uses the broad nose elf hammerman and bashes you in the lower body with her bronze maul, all bruising the muscle through the ostrich leather skirt. You fall over. You bite the broad nose elf hammerman in the left upper arm, tearing the muscle through the alpaca wool shirt. You latch on firmly. The broad-nosed elf hammerman is unable to break your grip of your... Unable to break make the grip of your upper front teeth on the broad-nosed elf hammerman's left upper arm. The broad-nosed elf hammerman stands up. Well, I mean, biting has worked before. The skinny elf maceman pulls on the embedded and silver morning star. You've lost possession of the silver morning star. This is skinny elf maceman. The broad-nosed elf hammerman bashes you in the right upper arm with her bronze maul, bruising the muscle through the pterodactyl leather shirt. Skinny elf maceman and bashes you in the neck with her silver morning star, tearing the muscle and tearing the upper spine's nervous tissue through the pterodactyl leather shirt. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. You lose hold of the couchies. The plump helmet man swordsman slashes him in the right lower leg with his silver two-handed sword, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. An artery has been opened by the attack, a sensory nerve has been severed, a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. Or the force pulls the right knee, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been bruised and a tendon has been bruised. The broad-nosed elf hammerman bashes you in the head with her bronze maul, while bruising the muscle. The force pulls the neck, tearing apart the fat. The skinny elf mace man scratches you in the tail, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle, all through the ripper-dactyl leather shirt. The broad-nosed elf hammerman on time in the realms of destiny so brief. Begone, fear. Broad-nosed elf hammerman and bashes you in the head with her bronze maul, bruising the muscle. The force bends the neck, tearing apart. Oh, my shirt broke. I'm having trouble breathing. Seems I can only bite now. And I have passed out from exhaustion and have been struck down. So what now? This is truly horrifying. It's like I'm dead. And I don't have like an option to switch over to the cow. Okay, finish game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to... This character would be unavailable to play. Because, you know... She's dead. So maybe I'll just go into fort mode or something. Maybe we check out the legends a little bit. There we go, reproduction problems and solutions. There's a legendary opossum man and parchment scroll. This is an opossum man and parchment scroll. The rollers are made from chert. Written on the item is a manual entitled Reproduction, Problems and Solutions, authored by Tokaneg Ekenhiev. It concerns the reproductive behavior of creatures, so yes. At least depending on what kind of creatures they are, it is about sex. In the late summer of 130, Reproduction, Problems and Solutions was created in Storm Ceiling, hailing it by the skink necromancer Tokenang and Dipped Gleam. In the mid-autumn of 164, Reproduction, Problems and Solutions was stored in the Wreaths of Trust in Chapel Fuchsia by the skink necromancer Tokenang and Dipped Gleam. Tokenang was born in 81. She was the third eldest daughter of Tabax Glowsculpt and Gipia of Drinkyeld. This is before or after becoming a necromancer? Looks like before. She used to just be a fish dissector. Play historical figures. So let's see. 2:45 right now. I've been live for an hour and 39, so let's... actually, let's just do some Balatro. Maybe if there's still time after a Balatro run or two, probably not. Could even do some magic, because I've been playing a new explorer deck that I built.